We have breaking news as we come on the air this morning. A plane crash in South Korea has taken the lives of 179 people. That's all but 2 of the people on board as it made a runway crash landing. For the very latest on this tragedy, we turn to ABC News transportation correspondent Gio Benitez. Gio, what do we know about the cause of this crash?
Well, John, this is just an unspeakable tragedy, and there's a lot that we don't know right now. That's the problem. But we know that there were 181 passengers and crew on this plane, and like you said, nearly all of them lost their lives in this. You're seeing the images right there. This is really the only part of the plane that's still recognizable. It's really the tail. And this happened in South Korea because they actually had to land there. There was some sort of distress signal that was sent before the landing. And we know that local transportation officials were saying that there was a warning about a bird strike. But at this point, when you look at this, it's hard to imagine how a bird strike alone could have caused something like this. But we just don't know. And we're not going to show you the full video here because it's really, really disturbing. But basically, this plane, this Boeing 737 from Jeju Air, was actually able to land on its belly without that landing gear deployed. And so the big question is, why did it not have that landing gear deployed? Why did it not slow down when it was landing on its belly? And then why there was this wall? There was this wall at the airport near the runway. When it veered off course, the plane actually hit that wall. That's when it exploded. So there are so many questions about all of this. And the sad part about this, there's so many sad parts about this, but what's really tragic about this is if that wall hadn't been there, they likely would have been able to survive this.
And this was a Boeing 737-800. That is one of the most common airplanes in the world. I believe there are more than 4,000 of them currently in operation. That's about 15% of all commercial passenger planes in the world. What does this mean for the rest of those Boeing 737-800s around the world?
Well, you know, John, I know that a lot of people online, when they're looking at this, they're saying, well, wait a minute, it's a Boeing plane. We saw what happened in January with that door plug on the Alaska Airlines plane. Is this somehow related to being a Boeing problem? At this point, there's no indication of that. This is a 15-year-old plane. And like you said, it is one of the most popular models in the world. So many people fly this plane. And when you look at Jeju Air, right, this is the airline, they actually have an incredibly strong safety record. They only have one incident almost 2 decades ago, and it was a plane that actually went off the runway, and 6 people were injured in that, but everyone survived there. In this case, it's very, very different because when it landed, we still don't know why it wasn't able to slow down. Sometimes they have these crush pads at the end of airport runways to slow planes down. We don't know if that was there, but certainly you see how fast it was moving, and then, of course, that wall. And so that's the biggest factor here is that wall there. But no doubt we want to know about that distress signal. Why did that happen? Why was there a Mayday call? And so that investigation is going to take some time.